September 2019 might go down as the craziest month in Nintendo Switch history to date. There are so many games coming out in the month of September for the Nintendo Switch, it's absolutely staggering, whether you're talking about third-party games or even first-party exclusives for the system. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the 12 biggest games for the month of September. These are the games that need to be on your radar. This list is all killer, no filler. So sit back, relax, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about the 12 biggest Nintendo Switch games for the month of September 2019.
Hey, RGT85. Hey, Sean.
Oh my God, it's Stevie Richards! Starting things off on September 3rd, we have a remaster of a very popular PS1 RPG with Final Fantasy VIII Remastered finally coming out on all platforms, including the Nintendo Switch. Now, I really enjoyed Final Fantasy VIII back in the day. I never finished it or anything like that, but I enjoyed playing as Squall and his cast of characters, and I thought this game was really good. I actually enjoyed the art style a bit more than Final Fantasy VII, especially in the overworld segments, because it didn't have that sort of chibi art style. They went with a more realistic art style. I think the upgraded and improved character models look very nice, and of course, it's another Final Fantasy game on your Nintendo Switch. A lot of people thought that this game wouldn't be getting the remastered treatment like Final Fantasy VII got, so it's definitely great to see this coming out across all platforms, including the Nintendo Switch on September 3rd. Now, there are rumors of a potential physical version, but nothing has been confirmed yet, so on September 3rd, you'll probably want to head over to the Nintendo Switch eShop and pick up Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. Also releasing on September 3rd is yet another PS1 classic game, and that is the Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Now, of course, this released on the PS4 and Xbox One last year, and we actually checked it out on the Xbox One last year, but I really enjoyed the Spyro Reignited Trilogy because I think they did a really good job bringing the graphics from a PS1 style into a more modern style. I'm definitely curious to see how the Nintendo Switch version of this game performs, but considering the fact that you're getting 3 Spyro games at a budgeted price, it's definitely going to be on a lot of people's radars when it comes to the month of September. Now, of course, this being Activision, when you purchase Spyro Reignited Trilogy physically, it seems like only Spyro 1 is on the cartridge, with Spyro 2 and 3 being downloadable content only that you do get for free by purchasing the cartridge, just like we saw with the disc-based version of this game. But still, I'm definitely looking forward to revisiting these games again. I'm really curious to see how the Nintendo Switch version stacks up compared to the Xbox One and the PS4 version, but I think this is going to be a great game for fans of 3D collectathons. And like I said, Spyro Reignited Trilogy comes to the Nintendo Switch on September 3rd. Retro gaming fans definitely have this game on their radar when it comes to the Nintendo Switch on September 5th, and that is River City Girls. Now, of course, River City is a very popular franchise, starting out with River City Ransom on the NES, but River City Girls kind of changes up the script. Instead of playing as dudes, you play as girls trying to rescue their boyfriends, and I really like the style of this game. I think the combat looks really fun, and I like the pixelated graphic style that they went with this game. The game is going to have a lot of cameos from previous River City Ransom characters as well, and I just think the game looks very, very fun. It looks like a classic side-scrolling beat-em-up game, but the combo system itself looks really nice and in-depth, and I'm really looking forward to playing this game. I think a lot of people are as well, and this will be coming out on the Nintendo Switch on September 5th. On September 6th, we have my yearly purchase of the NBA series with NBA 2K20 coming out on the Nintendo Switch. Now, although my Charlotte Hornets and my New York Knicks are probably going to be bottom of the barrel teams this year, I will still be picking up NBA 2K20 on the Nintendo Switch because I love basketball and I love playing basketball games. I'm really curious to see what sort of additions they've made on the court. Of course, a big focus of this game is the my career and my player aspect, but I never really got into that because there's too much microtransactions and all that. I like to play the actual game of basketball. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what refinements they made and any sort of graphical improvements over NBA 2K19. The NBA 2K series has been very, very solid on the Nintendo Switch. So I'm definitely looking forward to checking out NBA 2K20 when it drops on the Nintendo Switch on September 6th. On September 13th, we have a big Nintendo Switch exclusive coming to the platform that honestly will probably be the casualty of the month, and that is Damon Ex Machina. Now, Damon Ex Machina, I think, looks like a really cool game. Of course, battling these big mechs against different robots and different varieties of areas that you go into. It looks really fun. We got a demo of the game that was alright. It felt a little bit sluggish, but from what I've heard, they've actually listened to fan feedback on this game and improved a lot of things upon it. Of course, the game still offers online and local multiplayer as well that'll definitely help beef up this game, but I can't help but think out of all of the big Nintendo Switch releases for the month of September, this game may end up flying under the radar a bit just because of the fact that there's so many games coming out. But I do think it looks like a very solid game, and if you're into mech-style combat, Damon Ex Machina will be coming out on September 13th, and it's a game that should be on your radar. If you know one thing about me, you know I love dinosaurs, and LEGO Jurassic World is coming to the Nintendo Switch on September 17th, and honestly, I'm excited for this. I actually own the game already. I have it on the Wii U, and like, it's cool to play it on the Wii U, but I just hate taking out my Wii U, so having LEGO Jurassic World on the go is going to be very, very awesome to me. I'm definitely purchasing this game because it's Jurassic Park. Like, I love Jurassic Park. Of course, this game takes place within the LEGO universe, and you do the same sort of things that you always do in LEGO games. You collect stuff, you solve puzzles, and of course, this takes place in the Jurassic Park universe, meaning that you have the first 3 Jurassic Park films and the first Jurassic World film to use for as your set pieces. I think the game looks really cool. It's going to be fun to play this game wherever I go, so I will be picking up LEGO Jurassic World on September 17th, but I can see why other people wouldn't. Not only do we have new games coming out, but we have new hardware coming out, as the Nintendo Switch Lite will be releasing on September 20th. Now, I have already pre-ordered one. I went ahead and purchased the turquoise one, but I think the Nintendo Switch Lite looks really cool. It's obviously a smaller system compared to the Nintendo Switch. It has a slightly better battery life than the standard Nintendo Switch that is currently being phased out for the new Nintendo Switch, but I think this system has a lot of potential, especially when it comes to the fact that I think a lot of handheld players and 3DS owners will want to pick up this system. Let me know in the comments down below if you are picking up a Nintendo Switch Lite and what color you are getting. Hashtag turquoise boys in the comments section down below. Also on September 20th, we have arguably the biggest game for the month of September when it comes to the Nintendo Switch, and that is The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Now, Link's Awakening is arguably one of the best, if not the best, Game Boy games of all time. It was a really great Zelda experience, and it really sort of expanded upon the Legend of Zelda gameplay that we all know and love today. There was lots of things to do. There was lots of side quests, lots of little deviations to aid you on your adventure. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening on the Nintendo Switch. I actually really like the art style of the game. I know some people don't, but I think it looks clean, and I think it works in this sort of game. I wouldn't want to see this game sort of redone as a huge open world 3D adventure. I think the top-down 2D style definitely works in this game. I'm curious to see if they've added in some additional stuff as well, maybe some additional dungeons, and maybe additional side quests, and maybe nods to current Nintendo Switch games, but The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening is coming out on September 20th, will probably be the biggest game of the month for Nintendo Switch owners, and is definitely something I'm looking forward to. Also coming out on September 20th is Ninokuni Wrath of the White Witch Remastered. Now, honestly, I don't know anything about the Ninokuni series. I have never played any of the games there, but I do know it has a very beautiful, almost cartoon-like graphical style that just is absolutely gorgeous. I probably won't be picking up this game on day one because, I mean, there's just too many games to buy, but it's definitely something I want to look at down the road when it comes to the Nintendo Switch library. Like I said, I don't have too much to say on this game as I am unfamiliar with it, but if you played this game on the PlayStation 3, let me know in the comments section down below if this is indeed worth a day one purchase, because it's definitely very interesting looking to me. On September 24th, we have another game coming out for horror fans with Dead by Daylight. Now, you guys know I am heavily addicted to Friday the 13th on the Nintendo Switch, but lots of people tell me that Dead by Daylight actually plays better. So I will be checking out Dead by Daylight because I'm a fan of horror games, I'm a fan of horror movies, and I like how there's different characters from different horror franchises like Leatherface and Michael Myers in this game. Basically, there are 4 people trying to escape from a mass serial killer, and you're just trying to escape and stay alive. I think the graphics definitely don't look very good on the Nintendo Switch version of the game, but if the gameplay is solid, I'm willing to look past that. It's definitely a game that's on my radar as a fan of horror games. I've actually never really played Dead by Daylight all that much. I've sampled it a little bit, but I'm definitely looking forward to sinking my teeth into this when it comes out on the Nintendo Switch on September 24th. Also on September 24th, we have a new Contra game that looks to be maybe a bastard of the Contra franchise, but I'm willing to give it a chance with Contra Rogue Corps. Now, of course, we haven't had a new Contra game in a very, very long time. We recently had the Contra Anniversary Collection, so Contra is fresh in a lot of people's minds. Now, obviously, this is not a 2D side-scrolling game, instead it is a top-down game, so a lot of people are off-put by that, but I'm willing to give this game a chance. I think the graphical style of the game is decent. I like how some of the characters are a bit over the top. The combat itself looks really fun, and this is a budget game. I believe it's only a $40 physical release, so it's definitely something that's on my radar as a fan of Contra. A lot of people have written off this game, but I'm not quite ready to write it off quite yet. I will be checking it out and reviewing it on the channel, but yes, Contra Rogue Core will be coming to the Nintendo Switch on September 24th. On September 27th, we have the latest game from the Microsoft and Nintendo partnership, with Ori and the Blind Forest coming to the Nintendo Switch. Now, I have heard fantastic things about this game. So many people seem to absolutely love this game. An action platformer game mixed with Metroidvania elements. It's supposedly a fantastic game that I just never really checked out. So I will be checking out the Nintendo Switch version of this game just to see how it performs. I can also check it out on Games Pass to sort of get a comparison as well. But with so many people saying so many positive things about this game, I think it's going to be a great fit for the Nintendo Switch. I think Switch owners are really going to like this gameplay style. The graphics look very nice. It looks very atmospheric as well. So Ori and the Blind Forest will be coming to the Nintendo Switch on September 27th, and I think it's going to be a big hit. And the final game for the month of September is a game that I am fully on board with now, and that is Dragon Quest XI for the Nintendo Switch. Now, of course, Dragon Quest XI released on the PlayStation 4 last year, but this is sort of the definitive version of the game. It has additional stuff in it as well, such as a 2D mode. You can play the whole game in a 16-bit style 2D mode. Like, how freaking cool is that? There's a bunch of added stuff into the game as well, and there's currently a demo on the Nintendo Switch eShop, and this is probably the biggest demo I have ever downloaded. I'm 3 hours into the demo and I'm just still scratching the surface of it. I've heard the demo can take up to 10 hours to complete, and all of the stuff that you do in the demo will transfer over to the full version of this game. The game looks absolutely gorgeous in docked mode. There is just so many awesome looking scenes and so many awesome looking environments that I'm absolutely blown away by it. It is a bit blurrier in handheld mode, but I still think it looks very solid, and it looks better than something like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 did on the Nintendo Switch. Dragon Quest XI was a game that I definitely had on my radar, as I am a fan of previous Dragon Quest games, but after playing the demo, it actually made me go and purchase this game off of Amazon so that I can get it on day one. It's actually only $50 on Amazon right now as well. If I was smart, I would have an Amazon affiliate link so I could make a little bit of money on it, but I'm not smart. Regardless, you need to pick up Dragon Quest XI for the Nintendo Switch, because this game is absolutely blowing me away, and I think it's going to be the sleeper hit of the month for the month of September. Alright, so those are the 12 biggest Nintendo Switch games for the month of September, and my wallet is just weeping already, because I'm going to end up picking up probably most of these games, if not all of them, on day one. Maybe Ninokuni can wait a little bit, as I do want to play Dragon Quest XI first, but really, there's just so many games, such great variety for everyone, so let me know in the comment section down below what games you'll be picking up in the month of September, and if I missed any games that are on your radar that I should definitely have on my radar. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Mitch, what games will you be playing this month? Whatever games you buy! Yeah, I guess that's true. And as always, I will catch you guys on the next video. Later.